Everyone feels it, but no one talks about it. That strange feeling. It's like everything is the same as before, but at the same time, completely different. And you're not going crazy. That's true. Something has changed since 2019. People talk differently. Time passes differently. Relationships feel different. But no one openly puts it into words because they can't name it. One word: strange. In this video, I'll explain why it feels strange, and at the end of 9 days, you'll have to make a decision. What frequency will you live on? Because it's not there anymore. It's either here or there. You'll have to make a choice. Listen to the end, get the information, and like the video. Let's begin. Part 1. 3. Strange signs and their meanings. Now I'll ask you something. Be honest. Has your life started to feel strange in the last 2 to 3 years? But not bad. Not difficult either. Just strange. It feels both familiar and foreign. It seems normal, but nothing is the same anymore. If your answer is yes, you're not alone. Millions of people are experiencing the same thing, but they don't talk about it because they don't know how to explain it. Here are 3 signs. Count how many of these you experience. Sign 1. Time perception disorder. First sign. Days blend together. Is today Monday or Thursday? You don't know. Was it yesterday or last week? It doesn't matter. This isn't just about getting older. This is a distortion of time perception, and there's a very specific reason for it. Before 2019, we measured time by events. This happened before that vacation. This happened after that job. Events were the timeline. But after 2020, events decreased. The same routines, the same places, the same faces. No new events. And when there are no events, the timeline blurs. Result: days blend together. Last month or last year, you don't know, because there's no distinguishing event between the two. This is the first sign, a distortion in the perception of time, a symptom of frequency mismatch. Sign 2, a sense of echo in human relationships. Second sign, you're talking to people, but it's as if you're not really talking. There's an echo, as if there's a glass between you. They're there, you're here. This wasn't there before. People used to feel real. Now they don't. Why? Because the collective frequency has changed. Before 2019, most people lived on the same frequency. The same anxieties, the same hopes, the same points of reference. But after 2020, people shifted to different frequencies. Some to fear, some to anger, some to indifference. And they're no longer on the same frequency. When you talk to them, there's an echo, because your frequencies don't match. It's like 2 different radio stations are playing at the same time. This is the second sign, the feeling of an echo, social frequency conflict. Sign 3, a constant feeling of being in the wrong place. The third sign, wherever you are, you feel like you aren't here. Not at home, not at work, not outside. Nowhere feels right. This isn't just unease. This is a deeper disharmony, because the world is on one frequency and you are on another. Before 2019, society was gathered on the middle frequency. There was a consensus. This was normal. And when you aligned with this frequency, you felt in the right place. But after 2020, this middle frequency collapsed. There is no longer a universally accepted normal. Everyone is on a different frequency. And if you've remained on the old middle frequency, you no longer align with anyone. They changed. You didn't. Or you changed. They changed. I didn't. It doesn't matter. The result is the same, a feeling of being in the wrong place. This is the third sign. Disharmony, a general frequency shift. Disharmony score. Now count. 1, 2, or 3. How many signs are you experiencing? Everyone share this in the comments. Those watching this video have these signs, and I have 3. 1. Mild dissonance. Adjustable. 2. Moderate dissonance. Requires attention. 3. High dissonance. You need to make an urgent decision. And this dissonance isn't random. There's a reason for it. I'll explain that reason in the second part. Chapter 2. Why now? 3 collective changes. Now let's get to the main question. Why now? Why have we felt so strange for the last 5 years? Answer: 3 collective changes have occurred, and these changes have shifted the societal frequency. You are right in the middle of this change. Change 1. The collapse of the global attention economy. First change. The attention economy has collapsed. What does this mean? Before 2019, our attention was less fragmented. Social media existed, but it wasn't as dominant. News existed, but it wasn't this fast. Information existed, but not this much. But after 2020, the attention economy collapsed. Now we can't focus on anything for more than 5 minutes. Everything is fast, superficial, temporary. And what happens when the attention economy collapses? The brain's frequency changes. It shifts to a faster, more reactive, shallower frequency. If you've shifted to that frequency, you feel strange, because you have a habit of staying on the old frequency. 2 frequencies clash. Change 2, a shift in the source of meaning. Second change, what was important changed. Before 2019, our sources of meaning were clear. Family, work, community, future plans. These were important. And when you focused on them, life felt meaningful. But after 2020, these sources weakened. Family disintegrated. Work became uncertain. Community disintegrated. Future plans blurred, and new sources of meaning emerged. But these are more temporary, more individual, more superficial. A trend, a viral video, a tweet. Result: a shift in the source of meaning, from old sources to new sources. And this shift changed the collective frequency. If you are still clinging to the old sources, you feel strange, because no one is looking to the same source as you. Change 3. The erosion of social trust. Third change. People stopped trusting each other. Before 2019, there was social trust. We generally thought they were well-intentioned. There was a certain trust in neighbors, colleagues, and strangers. But after 2020, that trust eroded. Everyone started to suspect everyone else. The other person might be dangerous. They might say something wrong. They might judge me. They might hurt me. And the result of this erosion, the social frequency shifted. People closed themselves off. They went on the defensive. And this frequency is very different from the social frequency before 2019. If you are still on the old frequency, open and safe, you feel strange. Because no one is as open as you. You feel strange because you can't adapt. Here's why. 3 collective changes occurred: attention, understanding, trust. And these changes shifted the social frequency. Some people adapted quickly. They moved to the new frequency. It's no longer strange for them. This is the new normal. But some people couldn't adapt. They remained on the old frequency. Everything is strange for them, because the world is no longer on their frequency. The world is changing rapidly. In the past, several generations lived the same life. But today, one generation is forced to live different lives. If they don't, they fall behind, and life becomes strange. Which one are you? A conformist or a nonconformist? You'll find the answer in the third chapter. Chapter 3, 9-Day Frequency Adjustment. Now it's time to choose. Which frequency will you live on? Option 1, switch to a new frequency. Fast, reactive, superficial. The strange feeling will disappear, but the old you will also disappear. Option 2, stay on the old frequency. Slow, thoughtful, deep. The strange feeling will remain, but the you will remain. Option 3, find your own frequency. Neither new nor old, yours. The strange feeling may remain, but you won't care. Which option? These 9 days will help you. Days 1 to 3, find your own frequency. The first 3 days are just observation. Which moments don't feel strange? Which moments feel right? You wake up in the morning. The first 10 minutes, is it strange or not? Note it down. You're talking to a friend. That moment, is it strange or not? Note it down. You're busy with a task. This is the process. Is it strange or not? Note this down. In 3 days, there will be a list. Moments that aren't strange. These moments are your frequency, your true frequency. Days 4 to 6. Consciously moving away from the old frequency. Days 4 to 6 are an experiment. Consciously reduce the things that make you feel strange. If watching the news makes you feel strange, don't watch it for 3 days. If social media makes you feel strange, don't open it for 3 days. If certain people make you feel strange, don't see them for 3 days. This will be difficult, because these are habits. But be patient for 3 days and observe. Does the feeling of strangeness decrease, or does it increase? If it decreases, these things are not on your frequency. You can let go. If it increases, these things are on your frequency. Go back. Days 7 to 9. Reaching balance in the new frequency. Days 7 to 9 are the days of reaching balance. Now you know what frequency you're on. Now strengthen it. Every morning, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what frequency will I live on today? The answer, your own frequency. Not what others expect, not what society imposes. Yours. Try to maintain this frequency throughout the day. Every decision, every conversation, every moment. Ask yourself, is this on my frequency? If not, don't do it. If it is, do it. After 9 days, you will notice something. The feeling of strangeness is still there, but it no longer bothers you because you are on your own frequency. Warning: there is no middle frequency. A warning: there is no such thing as a frequency that is both old and new. It cannot exist in the middle. Either you stay on the old frequency and become detached from society, or you switch to the new frequency and become detached from yourself, or you find your own frequency and become detached from both. But you cannot carry both at the same time, because frequencies don't match. One suppresses the other. You must make a choice, and this choice is renewed every day. Because there is pressure, society pulls you to a new frequency. Nostalgia pulls you to an old frequency, but you can choose your own frequency every day. At the end of these 9 days, you will understand something. The feeling of strangeness wasn't a mistake. It was a warning. You are not synchronized. Either adapt or leave. Some adapted. They moved to a new frequency. For them, the strangeness ended, but they themselves changed. Some left. From society, from the system, from relationships. For them, the strangeness ended, but they are alone. What will you do? My advice: neither adapt nor leave. Find your own frequency and stay on that frequency. The feeling of strangeness will continue, but you will continue too. And know this: strangeness may never go away, because the world is on one frequency and you are on another. This has always been the case. But before 2019, the middle frequency concealed this. Now there's no middle ground. Everyone's on their own frequency, and that's why everyone feels weird. But weirdness isn't a bad thing. Weirdness is a sign of a truth. You are different, and that's a good thing. If you like this video, write "my own frequency" in the comments. I want to see how many people feel that way. And subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because in the next video, I'll explain how to maintain your own frequency. When you're under pressure, when you're alone, when everyone is trying to drag you down. See you in the next video. Don't miss it. Thanks.